my thoughts. I shut it down wherever power is stored. Being real is in the past, watching cowards get on. It ain't kill me, so it's making me stronger. And these bite-sized rappers now sensing my...
What the hell's going on, people? This is Periodic, and you see the title of the video. We are jumping back into Dragonball Z Dokkan Battle with the boy, the homie, the man, soon to be Mr. Money himself, if you know what I'm talking about. Gotcha Talks.
What's up, everybody? It's always a pleasure to be here on the homie Periodic's channel, the smoothest guy on the platform. It never gets old hearing that intro. What's up, bro?
You're gonna get that PayPal money in a little bit. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry. The manager's already talking.
This legitimately is going to be either the lowest IQ or the biggest brain video I come out with, because we're talking about the brand new Pikkon and Janemba that was leaked in the V-Jump. I actually have a Dokkan Assets tweet here for clean V-Jump scans. It actually has a link to his YouTube. You know, I should actually charge him royalty for having a link to his YouTube on here. I'm gonna have to hit him up after. But he's got such a nice image of the Pikkon and the Janemba from Miguel that I had to steal his swag here. So what are your thoughts? Just raw, straight up, give it to me. Thoughts on Pikkon and Janemba Dual Dokkan Fest?
Absolutely zero hype. Whack. Garbage. Not excited at all. Like, everybody's been whining. Yeah, everybody's been whining a Janemba, and I don't think anybody was ready. Like, that's the thing. Everybody's like, oh, I've been whining a Janemba. I want a Janemba. And then when it happened, all of Twitter was like, you know, I think what killed it, it's like, Janemba is cool, right? But I don't think he holds the celebration on his own. Like, it's kind of like a lot of the extreme units. And then, but the super units, Pikkon? Of all people, Pikkon, dude, is going to be who you guys want to throw at us? It is so obscure to me that they decided to do that.
What's very confusing is I think that a transforming Janemba would do pretty well on his own banner. We saw it done with LR Turles Army. We saw it done with transforming Bojack. These movie bosses can do well. If he was by himself. A Dual Dokkan Fest,
I think that's what's hurting,
is another story. Now, Janemba, of course, has been a part of other Dual Dokkan Fests, but it's always been paired with a Gogeta. Strength Gogeta, Intelligence Gogeta. Now, they're going away from the Gogeta because they're like, okay, we can't do it 3 times in a row. And they're going with Pikkon. The weird thing is, I think these two would have been fantastic in Dual Dokkan Fests, but not with each other. I think Pikkon, if you had him next to a Super Saiyan Goku Kaioken Angel Dual Dokkan Fest, because that would be a somewhat unique Goku. There's one already in the game, but he's not particularly good. And then obviously all the Pikkons in the game are hot trash.
Yep.
Have them as a Dual Dokkan Fest, right? Goku is sick in that fight. Pikkon is awesome in that fight. The animations would be beautiful. Celebration would be cool. I would love to see it. You can even have a base form Goku transform into the whatever. Not a big deal. Janemba, you can have a Pikkon that exchanges into Gogeta, or even a base form Goku and Vegeta who transform into Gogeta. You know, whatever you want to do to get that going. Actually, is the Strength Vegito base form Goku and Vegeta? It is, isn't it?
Yes. And, you know, it's weird, again, with Pikkon, they're choosing a moment where he got completely destroyed.
Is this... So, let me ask you this. Can you think of another character that got clapped this badly and is a Dokkan Festival character?
No. And it's a dual Dokkan Fest character as well, which is insane to me that they decided to do that, right? It's, you know, I don't know.
You know what? You know what this is like, bro? It's like if you introduce LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Dual Dokkan Fest, but the other character was Beto. Or Goku, or not Goku because Trunks kills him, but like Zangia, right? It's just like, wait, that dude is he got clapped. He got slapped up.
He lasted 50 seconds in that fight.
It's very, very strange.
Seconds. And he didn't do anything to Janemba. Nothing.
He didn't. He didn't even put a scratch on him.
Dude, it was crazy. Crazy how they decided to do this. Like who at Bandai was like, yeah, let's do a dual Dokkan Fest without Gogeta, right? Without an exchange mechanic. Because I wouldn't mind like an exchange mechanic. It could have been like a Goku and Vegeta. Or like they could have done Super Saiyan 3 Goku powering down.
Literally just thinking that.
Talking to Pikkon. Like, hey man, like, you know, him jumping in, doing like maybe like 2 turns of just Pikkon being there, and then you could transform into Gogeta with the transformation.
That would be sick.
And like instead they're like, no, we're just gonna give you a Pikkon with a unit super attack.
Right.
Which is probably gonna have Gogeta in it anyway.
Yeah.
And it's like, what happened?
Which, speaking of that, won't they have to make a free-to-play Gogeta if that's the case? Because I'm pretty sure that you need to have a free option with those unit super attacks. Hence why they have, you know, like the Majin Buu Saga Goku. There's a ton of them, and there's a few free-to-play ones. You know, the same thing with like some of these other units where you need the unit super attack or whatever. But on the surface, this looks terrible. Yeah, looks very, 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 very bad.
It looks like the worst move to do for a New Year's.
Or is it?
Well,
now hear me out.
Well, I mean, if it's for skipping, yeah, because obviously I think everybody could skip this and wait for 6 years.
Hear me out. I think this might just be the perfect opportunity to test the business acumen of Akatsuki and Bandai Namco. If they can pull this off as a success, because remember, they love dropping bait banners before their anniversaries. Last year, it was the transforming Goku and transforming Vegeta in one of the best fights of Dragon Ball Z, the Super Saiyan 2 Goku versus Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. Love that fight. I also love that Vegeta wins that fight. That came out right before the 5th anniversary. It was a way to, you know, trick people into wasting their stones before the 5th anniversary, so they'll have to pay to get more stones. So that was fine just off hype alone. And it was 3+1s, big celebration, blah, blah, blah. What if they're planning on going even further beyond on this? And the reason why they're putting out 2 mid characters, even though the Janemba I think is actually pretty hype because it's a fat Janemba that transforms into Super Janemba, right? Like that's actually very, very useful because we're going to have a great linking partner with the Intelligence Janemba and, you know, well, just the Intelligence Janemba, that would be your main pick. But what if they're introducing these 2 mid characters because they'll be bringing tickets into Japan?
This could be that celebration. They could definitely finally be bringing them to JP, and this might be the way to do it, because why, like, would it be more like, because look, obviously, okay, this is how I'm seeing it in a business standpoint, right? So 6 years is going to make tons of money, right? With or without tickets. With or without. But they know people are not going to want to summon on whatever New Year's is. Maybe the numbers for the Super Saiyan 2 Goku Vegeta fight weren't what they were anticipating. So this year, they're like, look, you know, we're not going to bring out these heavy units that we typically would. We're going to bring out, you know, decently hyped units. I mean, Paikon's not very hyped to begin with, but Janemba is.
Yeah.
And then we're going to drop tickets on JP for the first time with discounts. If that is the case, then this is one of the best business moves from Bandai, because you know how many people are going to summon on JP who have been starving for tickets, who've been starving for discounts on JP? Imagine that, dude.
And if it's Dual Dokkan Festival celebration right before the 6th-year anniversary, you can do what they've been doing recently and throw an LR on there. Now, I think it's too soon to put LR Turles back on a banner. But imagine, bro.
The STR Turles?
Yeah. Imagine.
I don't think. Well, he's a legendary.
Oh, true. So he wouldn't be on DokkanFest. You're right. That would be sick, though. That would be sick.
That would be great.
For Extreme, I guess that would just leave LR Intelligence Cell to be on the Janemba banner, and then I guess the EGL Gohan. But honestly, I don't think that's hype enough.
Same.
I think you would still need more characters, and unfortunately, there's not really many Dokkan Fest LRs that are extreme. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think. Wait a second. What about if Bootanks was on that banner? That is a very quick turnaround. He came out August?
Yeah, but those units usually come back during the anniversaries, right? Like the worldwide celebration ones?
Let me think. Was LR Cell on the 5-year anniversary banner?
Yeah, they both were.
Yeah, the Gohan was. Yeah, you're right.
So it would be. So they brought the Super Saiyan 4s last year.
I'm trying to beef up this banner, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be possible to do.
Well, they did. So they brought the Super Saiyan 4s on the Super Saiyan 2s, and then they didn't use them for 6. So, what units could they bring the Blue Fusions instead? Like instead of putting them on the 6-year banner, they're going to put them on this banner.
So what they would have to do is change up how the banner before the anniversary banner comes out, because typically those Dual Dokkan Fest banners are split into Extreme and Super. That's what they did with the Goku and the Vegeta. The Vegeta only had Extreme units. The Goku banner only had Super units on it featured. So if they change, and it seems like they're going that way too, since you have a Super unit in the Pycon and an Extreme unit in the Janemba. I'm just trying to force very, very strong. You can still put a ton of great characters on these banners. The problem is you're going to be kind of double dipping. So first off, on the Janemba banner, if they do decide to do it Extreme, 100% the Tech Boo would go on that banner, and the Intelligence Gotenks would be on the Pycon banner. Now, I am saying, the point that I'm making is make these banners just very, very good to the point where you can't not summon for them. Because that can also introduce tickets into this and then the 6-year anniversary. They may try to get what they can out of this banner, because like we talked about before, I asked you, what's the hype level for this banner? You said 0. So that means free-to-play stones are probably safe on this banner, right? You may not even summon if you don't even, spend a penny in this game. So what that tells me is they have to have, unless if Bandai's just lost it, they have to have some kind of plan, some kind of hook. That's what I'm looking for. What's their angle? What do they got that they're like, oh, don't worry. People are going to vote. People are going to try to pull Pycon. Because as it stands right now, who the hell would want to go for Pycon?
Nobody.
So what are they thinking?
No.
What do they got up their sleeves that we don't know? That when those banners come out, when that celebration comes out, we're like, oh, wait a second.
Yeah, no, there's definitely something brewing.
Something's brewing, bro. I'm telling you. They got something ready. Big. They make so much money that they're not just going to all of a sudden make this massive misstep and put a Pycon out there without a trump card. You know what I mean? Without a last resort that they we're talking about, diabolical villains who do inhuman deeds all the time. This is Bandai Namco. They got something. I just don't know what it is. I'm excited to find out, bro. I'm actually kind of pumped to see.
I kind of,
because either this is gonna be like, I'm gonna be a mad scientist, a mad genius, and be like, yo, I called it, bro. Look how sick whatever it is that they did was. Or we're gonna watch this go up in flames. Either way, it's gonna be entertaining.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. So I'm definitely going to keep my hopes where I'm at just for now because
you don't want to get disappointed.
Break.
Yep.
Yeah. Just in case we do get disappointed, and when I
feel
end
it.
up posting my rant video,
dude, if you do a rant, if like they don't do anything, and you have a rant video, it could just be called "I told you so." You know, I told Periodic, I told you so.
Hopefully I'm wrong. Yeah, I would love to hear that because I want Dokkan to succeed. You know, I don't know. I still got to see what they have planned here. But as of right now, I am keeping it just a little low, right? And we'll see though. We'll see.
Yeah, this I mean, listen, if the PyCon ends up coming out and he's like a combination of Gogeta, Cooler, Tech Gohan, you know, Bojack, and it's just like, all right, fools. His name is PyCon, but try not to summon on this dude. He's the most broken OP character in the game. Then I'm gonna be like, this is really gonna be a test for Bandai Namco and their player base. Do they know their player base well enough to say, we made this guy the strongest character in the game, deal with it, you're gonna summon anyway, you dummies? Or will the fans be like, we ain't really rocking with PyCon like that, we don't care that he's that good, that's not who we want? So I think with this banner, this is very much going to really, I mean, they're at a crossroads right now, and they're going to find out a lot, and we're going to find out a lot about what the direction of the game is going to be going into, because of, you know, what they're doing with this. So I'm very interested to see what the hell happens, bro.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited to see those reaction videos whenever those super attacks come out.
For sure. With that said, Gotcha, do you have any closing thoughts on this upcoming PyCon and Janemba banner?
I'm hoping that they change it up. You know, maybe the partner super attack with PyCons would be super duper hype, and that is what they're hoping for. Other than that, I don't really think I have many expectations. It's because I don't really like PyCon a whole lot, right? That's kind of like the whole big thing here. I'm just not like a huge PyCon stan or anything. So, but Janemba is looking pretty cool. You know, his transformations definitely look pretty dope in that V jump scan. And I'm still excited to see what they have planned, because again, this banner, they have to save this banner somehow. So I 100% agree with you. They are going to change this up, no doubt, but it's what they're going to do. And I'm excited to see what they're going to do to make us, you know, spend money before 6 year. They obviously have something planned.
The funniest thing would be if Icon's super attack is similar to Vegeta's super attack, the unit super attack, where it's not him actually doing the super attack, because like Pycon doesn't even land a blow on Janemba. What would his super attack be in this movie?
He doesn't do anything.
He doesn't do anything. He just gets like, is his super attack going to be him getting beat up? Like, it's very confusing. And if you have answers to fix my confusion, please leave them in the comments down below. While you're down there, don't forget the subscribe button is there for a reason. If you haven't clicked it already, we're mad at you. Me and Gotcha, we're pissed. We're upset. We were talking about it before. You, yes, you. We're talking about you. We're singling you out. Go subscribe to Gotcha Talks. Subscribe to myself. Gently rub that sub button. Gingerly ring that bell button. Lovingly kiss the like button. As always, this is Periodic and Gotcha Talks. See y'all in the next video.